those performance upgrades we discussed after the last race. They're on the car and the data looks promising. Take a look at the details.
Welcome guys back to another video of F1 2016 career mode, as we just upgraded our engine and we're making our car faster, upgrading the banana. We're here in qualifying and it's raining again, so that's not great at all. Austria, we haven't done a lot of track speed around Austria, period. Especially in the rain. I may have done like 1 or 2 laps of Austria in the rain, but it was not great, to say the least. We're already in Q2 because it was in dry, and I've done some stuff in the dry, and that was easy. I was like P10. There's no way, but we're here. P7, surprisingly. I thought we were going to get knocked out easily. I thought we probably weren't even going to beat our teammate Magnussen, but we're going off the Q3. Here we go, as we're going to look to get a time down here, as it's still raining, but it's letting up. You can see the dry line that's starting to develop on the track. As going up on our first lap here. See how we do. And we run wide, like mega wide into turn 1. So we're automatically starting good there. Run a little bit wide with the final corner. Come up here. Where are we gonna sit? P7. We're sitting in last. 1.4 seconds off the pace. But by the time the end of qualifying happened, it dried enough that we could get on the ultra softs and take a run there, as we're P10 with our when we did our lap in the rain, as we're already improving by a second after 1 turn, so that should tell you how easy it is, the difference. But we're up to 10 seconds quicker than in our intermediates, and we went P1 with that. And the thing is, there's been a few guys putting in times with the thing ultra softs, but we're P5. But no, we are P9. 4 people improved their time on that final lap after the time we're done, and we'll be starting P9, so that's not good at all. But at least we got some research points to help after a pretty big upgrade, decently big. We need research points to build up, and after that qualifying, we are well in hand of the rivalry, so that is really good. And let's see here, as we're well in hand also as the driver battle here at Renault.
Hi, guess who? I've seen the team's expectations for the race, so I thought I'd pass them on and wish you luck. Take care.
As our agent lady gives us the goal for 13th of the race, even though we qualified 9th. So hopefully that will be good for us.
Austria, traditional home of many great things. Apple strudel, Mozart, Niki Lauda, oh, and of course, one of the finest high-speed racetracks on the planet. We're right in the thick of the season now, and the championship battle is hotting up. But if there's any race that stands to rip up the form book, it's this one. The Red Bull Ring then, 700 meters above sea level. This tough circuit may only have 9 corners, but they're fast and they're bumpy. It's a true test for any racing driver. We have 2 DRS zones, and watch out for overtakes into turn 2, as the uphill entry helps those trying to be the last of the late breakers steam up the inside. Anthony Davidson joins me to talk you through the action here today at what is quite an unusual racetrack, wouldn't you say, Ant?
Yeah, it's quite an odd layout around here. The thing about Austria is that it's a harder circuit to master than what really meets the eye. On top of that, it's a low grip surface, and that means that your small mistakes end up being punished, and it's very easy to slide wide into the runoff area and lose a huge chunk of time. Luckily, because it's such a short circuit though, you have plenty of opportunities to perfect the lap.
Everyone's noticed that you've been leading this team recently. A couple more good results results, and you'll be the number one.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Massa, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Rosberg, Vettel, Renault, and Jenson Button, Alonso, Kvyat, Carlos Sainz, and Perez, Magnussen, Grosjean, Esteban Gutierrez, and Nico Hulkenberg, Nasser and Ericsson, Pascal Wehrlein, and Rio Haryanto completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
As we are about to start the Austrian Grand Prix, we are going from super softs to ultra softs. So we'll be stopping around like the lap 10, 11, something like that in the race. As Alonso got a pretty decent start. Vettel, who's near us, got a terrible start. As we're about to get squeezed, got squeezed by Alonso and Vettel there. And Vettel had to back out of it to not induce a wreck there. As we were P8, as we've gained one position, we go inside of Verstappen. Here down at turn 3, turn 2, turn 3. I don't know if they count that kink as a turn, but as we're coming down here, this downhill, we out, I guess, outspeed Verstappen as we go down the inside of Rosberg, who for the second race in a row is not very far up in the grid. Now we're behind the two Williams here, going this like kind of like this infield section. I don't know what you would call it. Pretty. It's really the only like medium speed corners besides like the third sector, but coming the turn one, we outbrake Massa, but we outbrake ourselves and we hit Bottas, lucky not to lose our left part of the wing, but we lose 2 positions to Verstappen and Rosberg as Rosberg's weaving, but we outbrake all 3 of them, and as we're doing a drag race with Massa down here, but we're gonna surprisingly outrace a Mercedes powered engine. I don't understand. We may have gotten new upgrades, but I don't think it makes that big of a difference. We're sitting in P5 behind Bottas. As not to redo our mistake, we pretty much take it easy through turn 1, not wanting to hit Bottas. As we're in the middle sector here, and Jenson Button is out of the race. As you look at the bottom of the screen, somebody's off, and Bottas almost caught me out when the safety car came out, because he broke before the safety car emblem was out. As Bottas is going into the pits, is going to catch up to the safety car, the other guys, and then to the safety cars. So, at least it'll bring us closer. We're pitting on lap 10 or 11, so safety cars going to come back. And on lap 7, and we are about to resume racing at full speed. We're behind Raikkonen, and it's go, go, go. As we go in the final corner, we got Verstappen behind us, and then we got Ricciardo in front of us. We're in Rich Mitch, trying to catch Ricciardo. As we go down here in turn 1, take it pretty decent, a little quarter cut maybe, as we're trying to catch Ricciardo coming down here, and they'll probably break early as we take a look at Ricciardo at the inside, but we didn't go for the move. We go as we're side by side now with Verstappen and Raikkonen for the lead in lap 8, and I think this is the second or third time we've led this season. Now in lap 11, we've been able to hold them off. As he's looking down the inside, we give him space, but we're coming into the pits, and so is he, so I'm going to try to cut him off, and they go slow into the pits, so we're going to try to use that to our advantage. We're trying to see if we can get a great pit stop out of the Renault team here. There we go. Let's see. 2.3. Good. Really good. I think he got held by Alonso. I think that's what was McLaren coming out of the pits. And it looks like Hulkenberg's going to pass us. And then Massa, who pitted right we passed on like lap 2 or 3 right there, as we're gonna take a look at Hulkenberg. There. Now we're turning. Now we're at the last corner, and we got a great run with DRS, and we're gonna take Hulkenberg down the inside and get up to sixth position as Hulkenberg hit us and then ran wide. But we were up to 6th place after overtaking Hulkenberg and the pits. And now we're on the penultimate lap, and we run wide coming into this left-hander, and Raikkonen overtook us, and we try to look back, but no, and he's basically gone with the Ferrari car so much faster, and we got Vettel behind us. Vettel, and we're now on the last lap. Vettel is kind of looking down the inside, but we leave him just enough space, but not much. As we run a little bit wide out of the last corner, and here he comes. Well, I think, nope, he will not beat us, but him and Ricardo overtook us after the line, and they playing wheels. As it looks like one of the Mercedes won. Don't know which. It looks like that's Rosberg. Yep, that is Rosberg. Won the race. Looks like Hamilton finished second, and I think that's Bottas finished third. Just think if we were running like super soft softs, and we could have been maybe third on the podium. You never know. Can't wait until we get to the pace with Mercedes. It will be definitely good as they're spraying champagne. We'll hopefully be there one day. Maybe. As Rosberg won the race, Bottas was second, and then Hamilton was third. Perez finished fourth. Raikkonen finished fifth. We were sixth. Vettel was seventh. Ricardo was eighth. Massa was ninth, and Sainz was 10th. Hulkenberg finished out to the points, and our teammate Magnussen also did, just outside, so he's still not helping me gain any points. As this is the rest of the field. As looking at the drivers championship, we've moved up from, I think it was 15th or something like that, but we were able to move up in the 12th, and we're tied with, I think it's Alonso, and we are 8th in the constructors behind McLaren, and ahead of Manor, Sauber, and Haas have not done any points. And here's our research points for the race. Always looking to upgrade our car, and then here you go. The rivalry against Verline, as we're almost won the rivalry. As looking at our driver status, we are still whooping Magnussen's ass. Don't know when we'll be the number one on the team. Hopefully soon. As that's the points for the end of the weekend. I'll see you.